Hello guys, welcome to Algebra. What if I told you you don't actually need to solve a quadratic equation to know its roots? You can get the product, the sum, and the difference between the root in about 5 seconds. Let's see the example. Find the sum, product, and the difference of this quadratic equation. We actually can find the sum, product, and the difference of this monstrous looking quadratic equation, but actually not to solve this quadratic equation. So, suppose x1 and x2 is the roots of this quadratic equation. Then the sum is, we can use this formula, where the value of b is -5 and the value of a is 12. So we can substitute into the formula. And we get this. This is the sum of the roots. Then we find the product. We can use this formula again, where c is -2 and a is 12. So we get, and simplify. So this is the product between the roots. We want to know what the difference between the roots. We can use this formula, where d is the discriminant of quadratic equation. We can substitute the value of a, b, and c into the formula. Then we simplify this a little bit. The square root of 121 is 11 over 12. So we can get the difference between the roots. And that's how you can use the formula for simplicity of time. Suppose x1 and x2 are the roots of this monstrous looking quadratic equation, and we want to know what is x1 squared plus x2 squared. In algebra, we know that x1 plus x2 all over squared is equal to x1 squared plus 2 x1 times x2 plus x2 squared. We can move 2x1 and x2 to the left side. We get, and this is what we want to know. By solving this, we know the formula, and this, we know the formula. First, we find x1 plus x2. Then we can substitute for b and a. Then we can simplify this a little bit, and we get the sum of the roots. After this, we must find what is the product of the roots. Substitute for c and a, and we get the product of the roots. Then we substitute this into this equation, this into this equation. Then we simplify this. We make the same denominator. We calculate this, we get. Then we can simplify this again. And here's the answer.